Blizzard is taking quite a bit of heat over their yearly charity pet. So if you do not know, once a year they release a charity pet where the proceeds go to various charities. They do this in the form of a digital pet in World of Warcraft, where they say 100% of the proceeds goes to the foundation, and there's also a physical plushie pet where $10 of the $30 price tag goes into the donation pool. But we have found out that there is actually a donation cap on this pet, and this isn't anything new. Before we get into the topic, if you enjoyed the content I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon. The links are in the description and the pinned comment. Now, even though 100% of the digital and $10 of the physical proceeds go to said charities, there is a bit of information in the fine print that does say that Blizzard gets a cut of the donations if they were to exceed their goal. So this year Blizzard's goal is $3 million, but if you read the fine print in the bottom corner of the screen, it says that the maximum donation amount they give is $3 million. And this year there is 2 charities, so it would be split 1.5 between the both of them. So if it exceeds the $3 million mark, and let's say they made $10 million on it, they would keep the rest of that money and it just goes back into their company. And Blizzard is getting blasted for this. This is a very shady way of doing a charity event. We are talking about a company that makes billions of dollars every year. They do not need to skim money off the top of a charity event. They do not need the few extra dollars they may even get from doing this. A company that is doing a charity event should not even be making profit from it. They shouldn't be taking any sort of percent or skimming money off of the top. But what a lot of people do not know is that this isn't new. Every year Blizzard does this and they create the pet, and every year they have put a cap on it. After X amount of money, they take the rest of the proceeds. No one in the past few years have really made a big deal about it, and the only reason why it is really happening now is because people are watching every move that Blizzard is making, and rightly so. They didn't rectify the Blitzchung situation, they swept it under the rug very quickly, and I think that people should be upset at them still. Even though Blizzard has done some really awful things, they have aligned themselves with Chinese corporations, and they've needed to bend over backwards for them. They have banned players while doing so unfairly. Blizzard is not required to do this charity event. Even though this is just a big tax write-off for them, they are under no obligation to do a yearly charity event. They are under no obligation to donate to a specific organization. There is no obligation to set a minimum amount to be donated, and there is no obligation to not set a donation limit. And I think that it is great that Blizzard does this every year, and I am glad that they are doing it this year, but they really should change how they do it. I like seeing companies that, of course, are allowing people to receive an item, yet they are still donating towards a charity. It is still a charity event nonetheless, but they do not need to profit off of something like this. They are a company that fires people to help their bottom line, and last year they made $7 billion. They have plenty of money to pay their employees and to develop the item in-game, and it is a single pet. It's not like it was a large project anyway. But let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Do you think that Activision Blizzard really needs to skim money off of the top of a charity event? Or are you actually supporting them in purchasing one of these pets? If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, and of course if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.